Okay, welcome back, my disciples of mathematics. Today we're going to be talking about the order of operations. Something you've probably seen before. Evaluate numerical expressions. What does evaluate mean? Evaluate simply means just to find its value. So the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to evaluate these following expressions. So if you remember your exponent rules, let's take a look here. Example 1. Evaluate this expression, 2 to the power of 3. Nope, not 6. Okay, what does 2 to the power of 3 mean? It means 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. Okay, commonly mistaken. Most people that make mistakes on that one will write 6. Next, 4 to the power of 2 is not 8. It is 4 times 4, which is 16. Example 3. Another common mistake one. Yes, I see 9 for this many times, but it is not 9. It is, in fact, 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. Right on. And I'll do one more tough one. Example 4. 5 to the 4th power. Well, what does that mean? It means 5 times itself 4 times, so let's write it out. 5 times 5. It's probably a good idea to write it out. I'm required to anyway. If you don't write it out, you write things like 20. It's not 20. 5 times 5 is 25. Times 5 again is 125. Times 5 again is 625. Okay, let me remind you quickly that I will be going a lot faster. Okay, but you have the ability to play and pause me at will. So if you don't understand something, stop it. Or you need to write it down and I'm going too fast, just stop it. Okay. I also want you to encourage you to try some of these examples before I do them. Okay, I'll put the example up there, hit stop, and then try it on your own. It's a better way to learn. Okay, here we go. Moving along, let's go quick. Order of operations. Something you've seen before, yes? You have. All right. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Yep, that's what it is. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. What does P stand for? P stands for parentheses. E stands for exponents. M, multiplication. Slash division. And that doesn't mean we always do multiplication for division. If you remember correctly, this here and this, we just go left to right. Remember? So if multiplication is furthest left, they'll do that first. If division is furthest left, we'll do that first. Okay, same rule applies then for addition and subtraction. That's what we'll do last. Okay, so if addition shows up first, or farthest to the left, we'll do that before subtraction. If subtraction is farther to the left, we'll do that just like reading a book, left to right. Okay, you can extend those right arrows to apply to this as well. Okay, you go left to right there. Why is this important? Well, let's just take something like this. 3 plus 4 times 5. I'll write it twice. Okay? Many people just go left to right. Well, if we go left to right, we have 3 plus 4, which is 7, times 5, which is 35. Other people use the order of operations. What do we do before? We have multiplication here and we have addition here. So we're going to do multiplication first. The right answer should be 3 plus 20, 4 times 5, and 3 plus 20 is 23. Obviously, you can get different answers if you do not follow the order of operations. This one is wrong. Moving on. Here we go. Let's do some order of operation problems. We're going to example number 5. Evaluate the following. So we want to find its value of 48 divided by 2 cubed, or 2 to the 3rd power, times 3 plus 5. And I'm going to do these one operation at a time. If I do a calculation, I rewrite the whole thing. Okay, that's what I expect you to do as well. That way I can find your mistake and you can find it. So here we go. What do I start with? Do I have any parentheses? No. Do I have exponents? Yes. So that's what I'm going to do first. 2 cubed is 8 times 3 plus 5. What do I do next? I got division, then multiplication, then addition. Well, I have division and multiplication, so I need to start with the furthest left, which is division. So 48 divided by 8 equals 6 times 3 plus 5. Now I have multiplication and addition. Multiplication's first, 18 plus 5, and 18 plus 5 is 23. Okay. Example 6, we're going to get a little tougher each time. Evaluate the following. We have introduction of parentheses. So a minus 3 in parentheses times 3 times 3 plus 2. Okay, well, we have parentheses, so we have to go to those first right away. I'm going to do kind of one step, and it's the only time I would allow it. I have 2 sets of parentheses here, so I'm going to do them both at the same time. 8 minus 3 is 5 times 3, and 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay? So really what I have here is 5 times 3 times 5. If you remember, we can multiply in any order, so I'm just going to do this all in one step as well. It's not going to matter if I do 5 times 5 times 3 or 3 times 5 times 5. So I'll just do left to right. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 times 5 is 75. A couple more. Here we go. Moving along. Example number 7. Remember, stop it. Try it yourself. Evaluate. 4 bracket, which is just another parenthesis. Okay, divided by parenthesis 6 minus 2 parenthesis bracket squared. Okay, well, I have all kinds of stuff in this one. I need to look inside my brackets first. Those are parentheses or grouping symbols. And then inside those there's some more parentheses. So I need to go to that right away first. So the first thing I'm going to do in this problem is take 6 minus 2, which is 4. Okay, brackets squared. Okay, I need to still look inside my brackets. Those are like parentheses. All right, inside I have these parentheses written, but there is really no operation in them. It's just to kind of divide the 4 away from the division symbol, and also to show you what I just did there. So here we go, 4 times brackets. What is 12 divided by 4? That is 3 squared. Okay, so I have 4 times the number 3 squared. Well, I have to square 3 first. This is a common mistake. People like to do 4 times 3 and then square it. That would be 144. That would be the wrong answer. So I need to square the 3 here. So that should be 4 times 3 squared, which is 9, equal to 36. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and erase that so I have more room for my last problem here. Alright, moving on. Here we go, last example of order operations. Please try this one on your own. Example 8, evaluate. Two to the 5th minus 6 times 2 all over 3 cubed minus 5 times 3 minus 2. Okay? Here I have what we know as a division bar. Alright, so what we need to do, and we'll make a little note of it, is this. Do numerator and denominator independently. Okay, there's three things that you'll be able to do at the very end. You will either, well, you'll do this until you get a fraction, at which point you will either simply divide it out. If it works, like 4 divided by 2 works, that's 2. Okay, 4 divided by 3 doesn't work very well. In that case, if you did have 4 over 3, you'll just leave it. Okay, just leave it as 4/3. Or you might reduce it. Okay, or simplify it. In other words, if I have 6/8 at the end, I will reduce that to 3/4. So here we go, let's do this problem. I'm going to do one step in the numerator, one step in the denominator. On the numerator, I need to do my exponent first. 2 to the 5th is 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. So 2 to the 5th is 32. All over 3 cubed is what I got to do first in the denominator, so that is 27 minus 5 times 3 minus 2. In the numerator, I have multiplication up there I need to do first, so that's going to be 32 minus 12 all over 27 minus 15, because I need to do that multiplication, 5 times 3. Now numerator, what's 32 minus 12? That is 20. And I'll do the whole thing here. We just have both subtractions, so you go left to right, and you have to go left to right here. Alright, so 27 minus 15 is 12. 12 minus 2 is 10. And 20, that works, so I'm actually going to divide that out. 20 divided by 10 is 2.